And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Welcome back to my channel, Michaela Loves Gymnastics. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Michaela Loves Gymnastics. Coming to you all live from the workhouse at what's today? Today is December 20th, 2024. We are 5 days away from the Christmas season, you all. How are you guys doing? Are you guys holding up well in this holiday season? I am doing a-okay today. Tomorrow, I don't know, but for right now, I am a-okay. Now, I wanted to do a brief video. Last time when I went into the 2004 Olympics, I only wanted that video to be 10 minutes. It ended up being 20 minutes. So in this go, my goal is to make this video 10 minutes. We are going to recap the 2007 women's team event final. Maybe the all-around final too. I have to watch it some more. I just posted both the all-around final on my Twitter page, so let me watch it some more, and then I could come back to y'all with another video. But for right now, we're going to talk about 2007 team finals. Now, I know me and Oscar just did this video on the podcast. Well, you're going to get a solo video of this exact same topic too. Why? Because I'm Michaela Loves Gymnastics, and that's what we got going on over here. I think the 2007, now we recapped what actually happened in the event. So if you want that full recap, please go back to that video where we recap the specific details of the 2007 women's team event finals, top four mainly. I want to talk about this. The 2000, as an American gymnastics fan, sometimes I could go back into history and see the BS that goes on in gymnastics with the other teams, right? I could be like, maybe such and such team didn't really win this this team finals. Maybe such and such team really won, right? But as an American gymnastics fan, I can promise y'all there is no American win that I really challenged or questioned or thought about that deeply, because to me, every time the Americans won, it always seemed like it was a justified win. Even in Atlanta in 96, I don't think too many people can even challenge that win, even though it was on home soil. It seemed like, again, it was a justified win. 2003, once again, it was a justified win. But 2007, the bullshit starts, and I don't think the Americans should be the world champions from that year. Shocker. I know the Chinese, I know Chang Fei fell on her armor, but I went back and watched that competition. I went back and watched NBC's version. I went back and watched the WCN version. I even went back and watched the Canadian version. I cannot, and neither version can explain to me how the Americans, Shawn Johnson and Nastia Liukin, both fell on beam, and China still was able to not beat them. Yes, Chang Fei fell on vault, which was like a point off their potential score. I get it. But Shawn Johnson and Nastia Liukin both fell on beam. And both of them still scored low 15s. And hit routines, they were scoring high 15s. So it just, high 15, close to 16, it just doesn't calculate to me how this can be. I feel like the Chinese were underscored on uneven bars compared to the Americans. The Americans put up Shawn Johnson, Shayla Worley, and Nasia Liukin. And no offense to Shawn Johnson or Shayla Worley, but they're just not the uneven bars girls like the Chinese were in that quad. And there's just no reason why those two scores was even comparable to the scores that any of the three Chinese girls was getting. The Fitz was in. China did great on being. They should have been well ahead of the Americans after three events. Well ahead. And even though one of the Chinese girls fell on their double pike dismount on floor, it shouldn't have mattered. They should have been well in advance of the Americans. And especially if you go back and watch the NBC, you would just think it was the Fitz. Like, now were the Americans in that competition way stronger than the Chinese on floor? Yes, but did Shayla Worley get a 14-6 and was that a deserving score? No, especially compared to like some of the British girls, which her routine is very comparable to, was scoring like a 14-2. That's where Shayla Worley's floor score should have been. Sorry, no sorry. Shawn Johnson's bar routine should have been like a 15. Shayla Worley's bar routine should have been like a 15-1. And then not still with her big time hit bar routine. Whereas the Chinese girl should have been like a 15-5, 15-7, 16-2. Like it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And yes, again, Chung Fei fell on vault. Chung Fei fell on vault. Shawn and Nasia both fell on beam. Like, and those are two scores that they cannot take away from it, right? So yeah, this is a quick video because the Fitz was in 2007. I do not feel like the Americans should have won that team title. I feel like it should have been China. And thank you for joining in to another episode of Michaela Loves Gymnastics. I will be back tomorrow for a full podcast with my co-hosts Oscar and Shayna, and possibly our other co-host Ezra. But we will see about that. Bye, you guys.